A little slow tonight, isn't it?
Get ready. In just a moment, we're about to plunge into the shadowy depths of Hollywood's most covert tales. Prepare to unravel the scandal-ridden world of Tinseltown's notorious drinking habits. Are you geared up to traverse through the lives of the top 20 most infamous alcoholics in Hollywood's annals? Let's get right into it. Bela Lugosi. Bela Lugosi, the iconic horror star, had a complex and tragic relationship with alcohol. In his later years, he battled not only alcoholism, but also a morphine addiction. His dependencies had a profound impact on his mental health, resulting in distressing episodes that highlighted his downward spiral. One such incident occurred on a movie set where director Ed Wood, a frequent collaborator, discovered Lugosi hiding behind a curtain, visibly distraught and holding a gun. In that terrifying moment, Lugosi told Wood, "Eddie, I'm going to die tonight. I want to take you with me." Recognizing Lugosi's desperation, Wood, who also battled alcoholism, offered him solace in the form of Lugosi's favorite drink, a Boilermaker. As Lugosi sipped the familiar drink, he lowered the gun and the tension eased. The alcohol provided a fleeting reprieve, allowing Lugosi to drift into sleep. Albert Finney, a gifted English actor acclaimed for his performances in films such as Tom Jones, Murder on the Orient Express, and Erin Brockovich, had a stellar career that significantly influenced the world of cinema. For most of his life, Finney was a heavy drinker, even admitting, "I used to drink a lot. I mean a lot. It was fun at the time, but now I look back and think, how did I do that?" After being diagnosed with kidney cancer in 1984, he bravely chose to stop drinking. Victorious over the disease, he continued to captivate audiences until 2012. Finney passed away at 82 in 2019, leaving behind a legacy of exceptional performances and a testament to the personal struggles he navigated throughout his life. Lon Chaney Jr., celebrated for his skills as a character actor, grappled with alcoholism and depression. His excessive drinking led to health problems, including cancer and liver disease. In a desperate moment after filming Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, Chaney even attempted suicide. However, Chaney's journey with alcohol was far from glamorous. His drinking habit often landed him in trouble, including an incident where he was banned from William Randolph Hearst's mansion for attempting to get Marion Davies drunk. Despite allegations of being intoxicated during a live TV show, some defended his professionalism. Chaney and actor Broderick Crawford were known for their tumultuous dressing room dynamic, where their drinking sessions often resulted in physical altercations. Ava Gardner, the silver screen icon and Hollywood's infamous bad girl, was a woman not to be trifled with. Known for her hard-partying ways, sharp wit, and undeniable beauty, she lived life by her rules. But her journey to stardom was also marked by alcoholism. Alcohol was a significant factor in Gardner's life, contributing to her passionate relationships, fierce altercations, and uninhibited persona. A notorious incident occurred during the filming of Night of the Iguana, where Gardner declined to shoot a night scene and instead decided to drink tequila shots with director John Huston until they were both too inebriated to continue. Her lively antics weren't confined to film sets, and she gained a reputation for her boisterous behavior, leading to bans from prestigious locations like the Ritz Madrid and the St. Regis in New York. However, it was cigarettes, not alcohol, that eventually claimed her life. Broderick Crawford, known for his role as Chief Matthews in the TV series Highway Patrol, struggled with a severe drinking problem throughout his career. To accommodate his condition, the show's crew had to be innovative, filming scenes as though Crawford was casually leaning against a wall when he was actually lying on the floor. The set was cleverly redesigned to give the illusion of an upright wall when viewed from above. Crawford's real-life issues with alcohol mirrored his on-screen character's struggles, resulting in numerous arrests and DUI charges, leading to a suspended driver's license. He even resorted to bribing people to supply him with alcohol on set, causing conflicts with the show's production company. His drinking became such an issue that the show relied on their CHP technical advisor to keep him sober. Ultimately, alcohol left a lasting impact on Crawford's personal and professional life. Marie Prevost. Marie Prevost, a gifted actress from the early Hollywood era, sadly fell victim to acute alcoholism and died at the young age of 40. Her death went unnoticed for 2 days until the persistent barking of her dog alerted concerned neighbors. A houseboy discovered her lifeless body in her room with several empty liquor bottles and a promissory note addressed to Joan Crawford for $110. Luminaries like Crawford, Clark Gable, and Barbara Stanwyck attended Prevost's funeral, deeply saddened by her loss. In recognition of her contributions to the motion picture industry, she was posthumously awarded a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Prevost's tragic fate, along with that of others, led to the establishment of the Motion Picture and Television Country House and Hospital, providing medical care for industry professionals. Her story serves as a stark reminder of the toll that addiction can take and the importance of supporting those in need within the entertainment community. Sterling Hayden. Sterling Hayden was known to be a heavy drinker during film production. The film showcases his lengthy conversations with the filmmakers, where he indulges in wine and even smokes hashish. As a result, his thoughts become dispersed, and discussions tend to extend far beyond their natural course. Hayden shares anecdotes about his drinking, including a humorous encounter with a panhandler. Despite his bewilderment about his drinking habits, he admits that he is not particularly unhappy, which adds to his confusion about why he drinks. He describes an incident where he fell into a canal one night and nearly drowned before being rescued by his son. His story serves as a stark reminder of the potential dangers of excessive alcohol consumption. Gig Young. Gig Young, an accomplished American actor known for his award-winning performance in They Shoot Horses, Don't They? And his role in the iconic Twilight Zone episode Walking Distance, met a tragic end. On October 19, 1978, in his Manhattan apartment, Young shot his wife, Kim Schmidt, and then himself, ending both their lives. They had been married for only 3 weeks, and Kim was Young's 5th wife. The motive behind this horrifying act remains unclear, as no note was left behind. Young's career was plagued by alcohol and pill addiction. His heavy consumption of alcohol and reliance on the tranquilizer Valium significantly impacted his professional life. He was even fired from the set of Blazing Saddles on his first day due to a collapse caused by substance abuse. Despite his personal struggles, Young delivered memorable performances, but his battle with addiction led him to a tragic end in his New York City apartment. His story serves as a solemn reminder of the devastating impact of substance abuse. John Wayne. John Wayne, celebrated Hollywood actor, had a reputation for his peculiar demands, one of which was to shoot his scenes before noon. As the day progressed, Wayne, known for his fondness for drinks, would grow increasingly irritable, earning him the reputation of being a mean drunk. Despite not recognizing it as a problematic drinking habit, his alcohol consumption became a well-known aspect of his persona on set. Interestingly, filming wouldn't commence until Wayne had completed his morning routine, which included his bowel movement. This left executives and directors puzzled, waiting to start the day's shoot. Wayne's habit of drinking without adequate water intake might have impacted his digestion, potentially leading to constipation, making it difficult for him to start his mornings like his co-stars. His habitual drinking posed challenges in maintaining a regular shooting schedule on set. Mary Astor. Mary Astor, the acclaimed American actress known for her roles in classic films like The Maltese Falcon and The Great Lie, had a personal life mired in challenges. Despite her professional success and an Academy Award, she was embroiled in relationship difficulties and a widely publicized divorce and custody battle that exposed her private life through her diary. Alongside these struggles, Astor battled alcoholism for 2 decades, using alcohol as a coping mechanism. In 1949, following a suicide attempt and a nervous breakdown, she entered a sanitarium for alcoholics. Through Alcoholics Anonymous and her faith, she found recovery and continued her career in the entertainment industry until her death in 1987 at age 81. Larry Hagman. Renowned for his role on Dallas, Larry Hagman struggled with a severe alcohol addiction, which ultimately led to health issues and his premature death from throat cancer at age 81. Consuming an astonishing 5 bottles of champagne daily, Hagman's excessive drinking resulted in end-stage liver disease, increasing his susceptibility to cancer. In 1995, he underwent a life-saving liver transplant after doctors discovered his liver had been severely damaged by alcohol-induced cirrhosis. Here's what Hagman had to say about his drinking habits. In the heyday of Dallas, it got to the point where I showed up for work about 6:30 in the morning, and by around 9, I might have opened a bottle of champagne which I would nurse until about noon. By lunch, I might start on another half bottle of champagne. I would go through about 3 bottles a day, sometimes with people who would drop by the set, but mostly by myself. I just kept that steady drip going. Often, I would drink 5 bottles of champagne a day. His story serves as a stark reminder of the destructive effects of alcohol addiction. Glenn Ford. Glenn Ford, a notable actor of Hollywood's golden era, grappled with alcoholism, which had significant consequences on his life. His alcohol problem became so severe that it nearly cost him his life and left him unable to walk for 10 years before his death in 2006 at age 90. Alongside his struggles with alcohol, Ford's personal life was marked by a series of high-profile romantic relationships, including a one-night stand with Marilyn Monroe, a 6-month fling with Judy Garland, and a tumultuous 40-year affair with Rita Hayworth. Despite a 16-year marriage to Eleanor Powell, Ford married 3 more times, often with younger women who took advantage of his wealth. Judy Garland. Judy Garland, the beloved actress known for her iconic role as Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, faced numerous personal struggles throughout her life, including alcohol abuse. Garland's descent into addiction was influenced by the demanding studio system she was introduced to at a young age, and her tumultuous relationship with her mother. Reports suggest that she was introduced to pills as early as age 10, and by her late teens, she had become dependent on them. As her career soared, so did her addiction. She relied on various substances to cope with the pressures of fame and maintain her grueling schedule. Tragically, the combination of an unstable upbringing, a demanding industry, and substance abuse proved overwhelming for the talented star. In 1969, at the age of 47, Garland's life was cut short, highlighting the devastating consequences of her battle with alcohol abuse. Alan Ladd. Alan Ladd, a Hollywood actor who rose from poverty to captivate audiences with his portrayal of solitary heroes in over 40 films during the 1940s and 1950s, faced various health challenges. His most known role was in the beloved Western classic Shane, 1953. Despite his success, Ladd grappled with health issues like shingles and a severe hand injury that led to gangrene. Struggling with insomnia, he resorted to a cocktail of sedatives and alcohol for relief and sleep. Tragically, at age 50 in 1964, Ladd died from an overdose of sedatives and alcohol. His legacy lives on through his children and his prominent place on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Palm Springs Walk of Stars, and Arkansas Walk of Fame in Hot Springs. Rita Hayworth. In the later part of the 1970s, renowned actress Rita Hayworth grappled with personal issues, notably her struggle with alcoholism. Reports highlighted that she was admitted to Hogg Hospital in Newport Beach, unable to provide consent for her treatment. Hayworth, living solo and grappling with her situation, fortuitously crossed paths with a fan and artist from Newport Beach. Recognizing her struggles, the artist offered his help and invited Hayworth to stay with him briefly. He took care of her with diligent concern. However, during a short absence, he returned to find Hayworth barricaded inside the house. Determined to aid her, he managed to get through to her and arranged for her to receive professional help at Hogg Hospital. This encounter was, sadly, the last time he saw the revered actress. Gail Russell, an actress who never sought fame, found herself in the limelight due to her extraordinary beauty. A private and introverted child, she preferred solitude over socializing. However, a Paramount executive noted her attractiveness, leading her mother to persuade her to take a screen test. In 1949, Russell entered into marriage with actor Guy Madison, amidst rumors of an affair with co-star John Wayne. The marriage was stormy and ended in divorce in 1954. During this period, Russell's drinking escalated, and by 1952, her film career had come to a halt. The stress of a divorce case involving Wayne intensified her struggles with alcoholism, leading to repeated drunk driving arrests. Russell sought help and entered a sanitarium in Seattle for treatment in 1955, following her divorce. She made a comeback with a role in 7 Men from Now, produced by John Wayne himself. She starred in several more films, but her battle with alcohol continued. Tragically, in August 1961, Russell was found dead in her Los Angeles apartment. The cause of death was reported as acute and chronic alcoholism. Sir Tracy's biography, penned by James Curtis, is an account in which alcohol is a recurring theme. The acclaimed actor's struggle with alcoholism was both damaging and well-known. Notes from a 1942 doctor's visit to Johns Hopkins reveal that Tracy would indulge in alcoholic binges post the completion of a movie, lasting about a week to 10 days every 8 months. Despite being aware of the damage it inflicted, Tracy found it difficult to resist the allure of alcohol. He would retreat into high-end hotels, miss commitments, and let down those around him. His guilt over his alcoholism induced a torment that amplified his self-destructive behavior. Even after achieving 5 years of sobriety, he was haunted by the desire for a martini. Tracy's battle was punctuated by profound guilt, shame, and the self-inflicted wounds of his addiction, leaving an indelible mark on his life and career. William Holden. William Holden, an iconic actor, graced the silver screen with his charisma and talent for decades. He rose to fame with his breakthrough role in Golden Boy, and later with acclaimed performances in films such as Sunset Boulevard and The Bridge on the River Kwai. However, behind the glamour, he waged a lifelong battle against alcoholism. By the 1960s, the effects of excessive drinking began to become evident on Holden's once youthful appearance. As Hollywood shifted its focus towards younger actors, he found his career dwindling, which only pushed him further into alcoholism. In spite of his struggles, he continued to deliver memorable performances in films like The Wild Bunch and The Towering Inferno. However, his days as a leading man were fading. Living in Santa Monica, California in 1981, Holden maintained a reclusive lifestyle, often disappearing for days on end. His silence stoked worry among his neighbors. Tragedy occurred in his Ocean Avenue apartment. The building manager, Bill Martin, decided to investigate Holden's prolonged absence. Upon entering the apartment, Martin discovered Holden's lifeless body on the floor. The apartment was littered with empty vodka and beer bottles, indicating his ongoing struggle with alcohol. The autopsy report suggested that he had tripped over a rug and struck his head on a nightstand, causing a severe injury that led to his death. Tragically, several days had passed before his body was discovered. Richard Harris. Richard Harris, an Irish actor known for his rebellious spirit, lived a life that was larger than life. This notorious bad boy was famous for his love of living on the edge, embracing a hedonistic lifestyle that often revolved around excessive drinking and wild partying. In the 1970s, Harris was known to consume 2 bottles of vodka daily, followed by a mix of brandy and port in the evenings. Doctors warned that he had only 18 months to live unless he stopped drinking. He dramatically bid farewell to alcohol by drinking 2 bottles of Chateau Margaux 1947 at the Jockey Club in Washington. Although he returned to drinking later, it was reportedly limited to a pint of Guinness before bedtime. In his later years, Harris was part of a legendary group of hard drinkers, including Peter O'Toole, Richard Burton, and Oliver Reed. Even during the filming of Harry Potter, he would join Alan Rickman and Kenneth Branagh for pub outings that often lasted until the early hours of the morning. Montgomery Clift, with his captivating on-screen presence, left an indelible mark on Hollywood. His characters often mirrored his own life, desperate, deceived, and drunk. A car accident at the peak of his career left him in constant pain, leading him to seek solace in alcohol, which ultimately resulted in his premature death. Some biographies suggest that Clift turned to alcohol due to his struggles with his sexual orientation. However, his own writings reveal a deeper struggle. He often questioned how to remain sensitive and vulnerable while dealing with the demands of his profession. For Clift, this balance proved impossible. Clift once said, "The closer we come to the negative, to death, the more we blossom." But he ventured too close to the edge and descended into his personal abyss. Thus, he remains frozen in time, his striking cheekbones, resolute jawline, and haunting gaze forever encapsulating the essence of his unforgettable performances and his tragically broken soul. We conclude our journey through the lives of Hollywood's notorious alcoholics. If you found this narrative engaging, please like, share, and subscribe for more captivating content. Stay tuned.